Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, The Dinzy King, and today we're doing what if Oscar was in Beacon or got into Beacon. Anyways, I don't think I should waste any more time and get on with my channel's intro. And before we get on with the channel's intro, like, comment, share, and subscribe in this video, and let's go. As currently, future team RWBYO, yes, RWBYO, RWBYO, I couldn't find a different word for it, was currently running. As Yang basically jumped away, wondering where the hell that Wulan came from. What the hell was that? Yang screamed, remembering the Wulan. Why was a Wulan doing here? Shouldn't there be an, I don't know, Mistral? Yeah, it's really weird. Blake would then say, come on, we just need to run. We need to run from them until we can find all the relics, I guess. Oscar would then say, what even are the relics? Weiss would then say, looking at them, I don't know. And now we need to get you a partner. Ruby would then say, looking at Weiss, yeah, but where do I get one? There's no one here and you two are paired up. You two are paired up. Blake and Yang basically just shrug it off. Doesn't know what to do in this situation. Well, this is the only time in Beacon has been an odd number of students. Huh. Oscar would then say, sighing a bit, come on, it's not like things are gonna get even worse. As they arrive in the field, meanwhile, they immediately see a tower of some sort. A broken down castle, almost like. Well, looks like we arrived here. Ruby would then say, looking at it. So, what now? Oscar would then say, kind of sighing a bit. He immediately goes in there, seeing multiple chess pieces. I'll take the knight. Yep, Ruby would then say, so we're picking the knights. Yang would then think for a bit. Before she picks, let's see, Brooke. I pick Brooke. You mean Brooke? Black would then say, yeah, I know what I... Why did I say Brooke? Like would then shrug a bit. Weiss would then go trying to pick a piece, but then a message comes out. As then the playing RWBYO basically reads it. A team can only take one piece. And currently your team has taken a piece. Weiss, Snee? Wait, my team, but I don't have a partner. As he immediately then looks at Ruby and Oscar and then says, oh, you have to be sitting me. You guys are my partner? Apparently it looks like it, Oscar would then say. So it's a team of three, I guess? Ruby would then say, looking at her. Let's look at that. It's an odd number. As then they can hear screaming from the other side. As when they see, Oscar sees it was John Arc and Pyrrha. Like a invincible girl as he knows her. As Jospin would then say, my, looks like they're running from something. As then they would see a giant scorpion. Oh, you have to be sitting me at this point. As then the entire group hears a powerful screech coming from the air. As then they basically, Oscar would then say the entire team to duck. As then it will basically cut to the ground. As they see up into the sky, oh, you have to be sitting me even more. Oscar would then see, saying that it was a nevermore. And of course, you have to be... What are you planning? Oscar would then say to Ospin in his mind. Sometimes I go out of hand. Have I? So now what? That's nevermore, Yang would then say. As they immediately lunge to Yang, Yang would immediately dodge out the A before grabbing the ankle. Oscar, seeing this, would immediately switch his blade up, immediately turning to the sword mode, cutting the nevermore away. Meanwhile, the scorpions would try and attack Pyrrha and John, would immediately then get hit by bullets, as then coming from the forest would be, well, basically Nora and Rin, as they both would basically look at us. I see that we all have a certain situation going on. Rin would then say, looking around at the group, for now, let us all handle this. Yeah, you think so? Oscar would then say, looking at it. Rin, for now, we need to deal with this situation. Oscar says, pulling out his attacks, immediately going to the Wulan, stopping it a bit, before the Wulan immediately sees Oscar, trying to shred it before Ruby high-speed him away. Weiss would immediately try a glimpse, trying to attack, as a rapier then moves to the barrel, spinning as he then starts firing it. Ruby would then immediately pull down Chris and Rose down before starts firing it with her bullets. Well, would you look at that? Oscar would then say, pressing another button, as his gun mode gets activated. As he then starts firing it, but it keeps on missing. Damn it, should have made this a sniper. Hindsight is 2020, Oscar would then say. As Yang then looks at it, 3 combination? Technically 4, immediately turning it back to the cane. As Weiss looks at it for a bit. That cane, it looks kind of familiar. Yeah, it does, doesn't it? As immediately the villain would then try to go strike it as Ruby and basically dodge out the way. He would try to strike Blake, but he would use a semblance to block it. As immediately John was basically taking deep breaths before he goes, striking her down the arm. Whew, that takes care of that one. It would immediately scream before Pyrrha then comes striking it as well. Nice work, John. Thanks, Pyrrha. I was trained for no apparent reason. So yeah, in this universe, John was actually trained and put into actual training. Hooray! As then the Wulang would then try to go using his sting. John dodges out of the way before stabbing the Wulang in his tail. The Wulang would then scream. Wait, why am I keep on saying Wulang? I mean, oh god. Oh boy, that's something to realize. Anyways, John basically stabs the giant scorpion's tail as the giant scorpion tries to attack him. John would dodge out of the way from the giant scorpion as he then hits it again with his sword before blocking it with a seal. Meanwhile, Team RWBYO was dealing with the giant crow. The crow would land down, breaking the ground a bit before as it then gets flying set. Oscar would then see a bunch of debris coming at him before he dodges out of his way, using his aura to jump away. Seriously, what the hell is my semblance? You can use my semblance from now on. No, I want my own. Oscar takes a deep breath, wanting to activate his semblance at this situation. Semblances get activated in stressful moment, right? Oscar would then say to his dad, yes, Dad, you guys heard me correctly. Oscar would then say yes. Sometimes stressful moments, sometimes on its own. In defense, Oscar wouldn't think, as immediately he feels an overwhelming sense of darkness, telling him to move out of the way. As he does, Oscar would appear right behind Ruby. As he takes deep breaths, oh god, that was something else. What the hell was that? Ruby would then say, I think that was my semblance. As immediately the villain would then go, Oscar would put out his hand, feeling the same dark presence as shadows would arrive, trying to grab it. That's right, Oscar's semblance is going to be called shadow manipulation in this universe. I know he has his own semblance, but I personally believe that's more of Oscar's semblance. As then Vin basically looks at Oscar's semblance and just blinks a bit. Oh, you have to be sitting me. He gets the cool shadow powers? I'm the guy that looks like a ninja here. Yeah, stop complaining, Nora would then say, kind of shooting it away. Also, if you say this is uncharacteristic for Rain, I know it is. Is that the fact that it basically would probably react like this if he sees someone with this kind of... Like, originally I literally thought Vin's semblance could be something like shadow manipulation, but I guess I was wrong. Oscar wouldn't try to grab it with multiple shadow arms, it didn't come out. But he didn't realize something. The arms, even though they moved, they cannot grab it. They were not so strong. He's just basically activated it. Immediately they all would run, and just like in the canon, they'll try to fight it around. As Oscar would immediately grab one of its legs as it starts to spin around, with Yang blasting it around. Yang would then come to his mouth, trying to not get crushed before he blasts in the mouth. Oscar would then stab his sword as the Nevermore would try to scream. Meanwhile, Yang was blasting in his mouth. Oscar would then immediately rip apart, activating the gun mode before he says, take this! As he then fires the villain in the back. Meanwhile, Glinda and Crow was looking at it. Crow wanted to go, but Glinda stopped him. Why are you stopping me, Glinda? Crow would then say, looking at her, have you gone insane? The students are in danger. I know, but look at them. They're doing so well right about now. Fine. But if it gets out of even more hand, I'll be interrupting it. Glinda would then say, fair enough. As then basically the entire giant Nevermore would land down to the ground. As Yang and Oscar just get out, Yang would grab Oscar by the shoulder before letting him down as well. Oh boy, you did some serious damage there. I know, Oscar would then say, taking deep breaths. But I feel like I just want to... Yep, that's vomit, Yang would then say. As basically Ruby grabs onto him. Here, okay? Yeah, just... Can someone give me some water? Nora would then immediately pull out a water bottle before giving it to him. Thanks. He drinks it down and he says to himself, that was interesting to say the least. Weiss would then say, wait, what happened to the scorpion? Rain would immediately point at a decaying corpse or slash dust going around. I don't think we need to worry about that anymore. Oh, so you guys took care of it. Yang would then say, sitting down, taking deep breaths as well. This is definitely eventful. First the villain, then the Nevermore, then the damn scorpion. Wait, you guys fought a villain? John would then say, how is a Volan doing it? It is not supposed to be in Mistral? That's our question, Team RWBYO would then say. As they had a stressful day. As after that, they all would be picked up. As in team ceremony name, everyone would give in a name team. John Ark, Pira, you know what, I'm just gonna skip it. John, Pira, Ren, and basically team GNP, Juniper had already been formed, as Linda called their names. As then, it was team time. Due to unique circumstances, Sweden looks at the group. You have become a team of 5. As basically everyone starts to whisper. Even a second year has never heard of this scenario before. A team of, well, basically a lot of people. 5 to be more specific. As Linda would then explain, this is a unique sort of situation, and even I never had expected for this to happen. Linda immediately looks at them. Alright, here's your team name. Ruby was Vaisni, Blake Balladana, Yang Tai Lang. Sorry, I just don't remember Yang's last name. Just remember Tai's first name, so yeah. And Oscar Pine. You all will be known as Team RWBYO. You're serving as leader. Immediately, Glinda would then say, it's going to be Ruby Rose. As Ruby basically looks, as Yang immediately hugs her and Oscar gives her a pat on the shoulder, as Ruby has no idea what the hell just happened. Wait, are you sure about this? She immediately points at Yang. Isn't she technically a better candidate for the leader option? As immediately starts to whisper a bit. Linda wouldn't think, pushing her glasses up. I mean, I guess you're correct. I've seen the battle. What do you say, Miss Yang? Yang thinks for a bit, and before looking at Ruby, nah. She then immediately gulps Ruby and gives her a knuckle. Headbutt, or basically a, you know how siblings do it with us with their heads. So, hurting my little sis has more than enough to lead this team. And don't tell yourself short, Ruby. You're as capable as leading this team as I will probably be. Hey, I can be a vice leader and everything if you want me to. Thanks, Yang. Ruby would then say, immediately getting it out. Anyways, I would like all of you to return to your dorm rooms and get settled there. As the next day arrives, as basically everyone goes into the dorm room, as they basically settle down, they would be given a specific dorm room for Team RWBYO. As they're immediately arriving, they see that there were 5 beds. Of course, there's 5 beds. Oscar would then say, immediately, Vice would then say, the room is not quite as well oriented as I thought it would be. There's a lot of things here and there. So, what should we do now? Oscar would then say, bunk beds? So, why not? The whole team would then say, as then the beds are stacked, just like in canon. As Oscar realizes him, yeah, this is good and everything, but Oscar then points at the 5th remaining bed. Where's that gonna go? As immediately everyone realized the bit. Yang would then go, grabbing the desk, pulling it away before putting it on the side. As then she puts the bed in the middle. Well, I guess this one will stay in the middle. Unless one of us wants to always wake up hitting that head on the ceiling fan. Ceiling in general. Yeah, no, I don't want my hand to get accidentally cut. As immediately putting on it, Blake would then say, well, so who's gonna sleep in the middle then? Oscar would then say, I guess I will. Fine, I guess you're sleeping next to me, Ruby would then say. But Vice would then look at Ruby. Didn't you say you wanted to sleep on the top? As immediately she shuts her mouth, as Ruby was basically glaring at her. Oscar would then say, alright, I guess so. Blake would then say, so, what other things are we gonna find in this room? Immediately she basically leans a bit before she didn't realize that she accidentally pressed the switch. The switch would immediately open a sort of room. A room that looks very futuristic and almost like Atlas had made it. As everybody basically just looks at the room, they're kind of confused a bit. No, not just a bit. They're confused a lot. As immediately they all go into the room, Oscar would look around before he says to Osman, Osman, is this a surprise you mentioned? Yes. Okay. Ruby would basically look around, seeing all the scattered things and everything else, wondering what this room is. Blake would basically see the tools made to, you know, make weaponries and other stuff like that. As Yang would then find a particular paper, a paper with a giant sword, which has the mechanism to turn into a shotgun and a sight. as she wonders where she has seen the weapon before she remembers her dusty old Uncle Crow. As Yang then starts to laugh, as Ruby wonders why her sister was laughing, Yang would insert a blueprint, as Ruby would realize, yep, this is Uncle Crow's handiwork. Wait, you mean your uncle? Yo, Vice would then say, yeah, what does this room have to do with him? As immediately Blake finds a particular picture. Is this by any chance, do you guys recognize them? Oscar looks at them before Oscar would then speak inside of his mind and then says, that's Team Stark, aka your predecessor team. Wait, what do you mean by predecessor? As we would say, hey, it's Mom, pointing at Summer Rose. And that's an ad. Tai Long. Yang would then say, pointing at Ty's picture. I see. Blake would then say, so these are your parents' team room? Apparently it looks like it. Oscar would then say, looking at the files a bit. Before, immediately all of them would be startled, as holograms would appear. Hey, is this thing been working? As if it would be a younger version of Crow, just the same one in the picture. I think it is, Ty would then say. Again, it's the same one from the picture. Is it actually working though? Raven would then say, and as immediately seeing Raven, tears would come out of Yang's eyes, as she couldn't believe what she was seeing her mother. Even if it was basically a hologram, she was still seeing it. Her mouth was almost agape. As then, Summer would then come. This basically shocked both Ruby and Blake. Come on guys, this thing is working. I'm pretty sure about it. Hi team. Bro, what did the machine say? I think it was Ruby? No, I think it's RWBYO, right? Ty would then say, whatever, this is all your recording anyways. Hi there team RWBYO. You guys have a lot of questions, don't you? Of course we do. Well, to answer that, wow, talk about timing. Well, basically, us at Team Stark, we have been working here for a long time. We're all kind of smart in our own way, so basically, this is our workshop. We have zero idea how much of the wall we had to carve up. Not just that, had to basically ask permission from Osprey to even use that. And not just that, implementing the technology, the pipes. Oh boy, did you know how long it took us? I think 4 to 5 months was more than enough. But well, we are all smart enough to build the situation. Ty would then say to Raven. Raven would basically just look at him. I know, and everything else, Ty, but seriously, all of this entire situation is so much more confusing to me. Why are we even doing this? Oh, this is Mom, that's for certain. Yang would then say, sighing a bit. As then basically Crow looks at it. Well, this definitely is working, and this is a recording. So no, none of you are basically seeing us as who we are right about now. Currently, I don't know how many years into the future this video is going to be sent or be recorded. This and a bunch of other. For now, I hope you guys like your stay in Beacon, because there's going to be a lot of things happening. What do you mean by a lot of things? Oscar would then say. Oh boy. Find a time machine first. Excuse me, what? Voice would then say, look at him. What do you mean time machine? As then the video ends, or Voice would then say, don't leave us here. Tell us. Voice, calm down. No, let's just immediately set time machine and left. I need answers. We all do. Voice, you're not the only one. Voice would then calm down a bit before saying, yeah, you're right, but still, what did he mean by time machine? That's, I guess, for us to figure out. Oscar would then say, not knowing what to say in this scenario at all. First of all, he didn't expect this was going to happen, and second of all, he wasn't expecting something like this to happen. Heck, he didn't expect their room to have a secret lab. For now, how do we close it? As immediately everyone just looks at Ruby. Well, I don't know, Blake, what happened? Blake would then go to the wall before finding the same button. It was, I think, this. As immediately she presses it, as part of the wall, it would move like a panel. As immediately the room would then close, with them hearing mechanical sounds, engineering, and everything basically clicking into places. As it did, the machine itself would basically, well, stop working. Oh. Yang will immediately press it as it does open again before she presses it again before it closes. Well, looks like we have our own little bit lab. Immediately Oscar would then press it a bit before he sees blueprints for his weapon as well. Information blueprints, how to improve it, and everything else. Ospin, what is going on? You will understand it in a bit more, Oscar. No, I don't think I will understand what the hell is going on here. First of all, I'm just gonna guess Team Stark wasn't a normal team. Definitely not. Oscar would then say, he's kind of chuckling to himself a bit. But for now, just know that a lot of things are going to either be happening or has already started. Oscar would then sigh, as he then thinks to himself, things cannot get any worse, can it? And you shouldn't have said that. Oscar would then say, why, it's not like things are gonna get any worse, will they? And I'm gonna end things off here. So yeah, hope you guys like this part. And as I said in the beginning of the video, hope you all subscribe. Get me, I don't know, to 1,000,000 subs. I don't know, 1,000 subs. Yeah, I'm trying to help my family here, so yeah, help me. And anyways, hope people like this what if, and comment down what other what ifs you want to